It's time for more Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. We're doing episode 6 today. Well, not last week. I think I do these twice a week. Last episode, I should say, we had the, what's his name? Scar. It shouldn't be too hard to remember his name because it's what's on his face. Scar appeared and basically tried to kill Edward and got pretty close to doing it, but we were able to. What happened? Did we get him to flee? I can't 100% remember, but I think he got away. And so now, I guess we're gonna see what happens. Wow, this is the worst intro I've ever done. Doesn't matter. We're jumping into Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I didn't look at my notes of what happened last episode beforehand, and that's normally what I do, but it doesn't matter because I'm loving this show. I'm excited to jump into this episode, so let's do that. And make sure to support the video if you can. Every little like and comment and subscription helps me out a ton because I'm a very small channel, so it would be very useful. And my Patreon account is in the description below, and that has the full-length reactions that you can sync up with your own footage. And not only that, you can get early access, which means you can get the next like 5 or 6 episodes or something on there right now. Like, we're that far. Like, as I'm posting this, I'm still posting Legend of Korra season 4 episode 11 onto my YouTube channel. So that's how, like, I haven't even started Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood as I'm recording this on my YouTube channel. So that's how far ahead we are. We're pretty damn far ahead. So go check out my Patreon account if you want to get that. Anyway, here we go. Jumping into it. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 6.
The man who was responsible for killing a string of state alchemists came after Edward.
Oh, honestly, this recap is
ready to accept
helpful.
death. Ed was able to escape with his life.
Is Colonel Mustang a play on Colonel Mustard?
Were once again determined to survive.
I doubt it, but that's funny. Road of Hope. Oh yeah, so we're going back to Winry now, right?
Great, but would you mind telling me what the Major's doing here?
More protection. What would happen
He'd
if
be-
Scar came after you
He'd be
again?
good protection,
No
honestly.
shape for a children to be so stubborn.
Hey, shut up! I'm no child!
He's with the sheep? Oh my god.
I thought you'd
My
come
brother
to
isn't some kind of farm animal!
Off we go. That's a nice shot. I liked the coloring on that shot. Oh my god, dude.
Dr. Marco, that is you, isn't it?
Dr. Marco?
Me, Alex Louis Armstrong.
Oh no, he doesn't like him? Like, there's some
He's from
trauma there?
a town after the Ishvalan Civil War. He went missing, just disappeared.
Huh.
This doctor might know some useful things about bioalchemy.
Maybe.
By any chance?
Oh, Major, you can really draw.
Yeah, that's
The
good.
portraiture has been passed down to the Armstrong family for generations.
Impressive.
Moro.
All of
Moro.
our town's doctors were drafted to help on the battlefields during the Civil War.
He never gives up on anybody.
Lucky he.
Light and then you're cured, just like that.
Okay, so he is using alchemy. I hope this isn't super fucked up like it has been recently. This show has been so fucked up whenever they meet alchemists. Holy shit!
No, nothing like that. I won't be tricked by you.
Oh my,
Please calm down.
oh my god.
During the Civil War, so many innocent died because of it.
Huh?
But I had to do something, so I came here to be a doctor to save lives instead of taking
Well, that's nice. I appreciate that. I want more info.
them. The Philosopher's Stone.
Okay, alright, this is good. We
The
need
top
this.
secret materials I took were
You mean you still have it? It's here?
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh! No way. Oh, liquefied? Oh, does it form into the... Whoa, is that the actual stone?
Sage's Stone. Just as the Philosopher's Stone is called by many names, so it can take on many forms.
Whoa.
It's not necessarily a stone. This
Did we
is an
find
incomplete
it?
product, however.
Oh,
This can become unusable.
okay.
Finished or not, it was incomplete, but it still amplified his
It was
powers.
incomplete. That makes sense.
Please, Dr. Marco, I need access to your research materials.
Major, who exactly is this?
He's a state alchemist, baby.
What? But he's only a child.
He's a very good child.
Refuse to serve as human weapons anymore. And now a child.
You think I don't know
Yeah,
what
that
I've
is
signed up for?
that is pretty sad, actually.
Mistake I have to make. There is no other way.
The music is intense.
So,
But I can't show you my research.
Oh,
not.
Never. This is the devil's research.
it's
If
a
you
very
chase the
dangerous thing to
stone,
put
you
in
will go
anyone's
through hell.
hand.
I've already been through hell.
Oh,
Please just leave.
I don't think he's gonna give up like that, is he? I can't imagine he'd just give up
I've already been
on the
through hell.
on the research just like that. I feel like he's gonna come back for it.
Could have taken it from the doctor by force.
Yeah, I wanted it so badly I could almost taste it.
We don't want it so badly that we'd be willing to deprive this town of their only doctor. to
Oh,
We gain pleasure by finding out that the Philosopher's Stone can be made.
that's really
We'll just have to look for
nice.
some other way to do it.
Wow. Okay. No, you know what, Edward?
What about you, Major?
You impressed
How do you
me.
feel about no-
Can't see any real reason to report that.
Good job.
Start looking here.
Oh shit.
Maybe you'll find the truth hidden within.
Maybe you should look at all. Open your damn
Too
eyes.
much already. I hope the day will come when you are able to restore your bodies.
Okay, maybe he's not fucked up. I was prejudging him because we've met some fucked up people lately.
Brother,
But he seems
what does
cool.
the note say?
Oh no. Shh, I knew when we were following him that we'd see lust. Oh.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
That's how you say spell his name? Marco? No, why? We cut away from lust. Although, I'm not going to complain about cutting to Winry. I'm excited about seeing Winry.
But you've gone and grown smaller.
Okay.
You've got it wrong. But why would I say something so clearly untrue?
Oh my god.
You mini hag!
Oh shit!
Winry, are you trying to kill me?
Damn.
And do you see what you've done to my beautiful creation? I
Aw.
slaved over this.
It's basically the same, it's just in smaller pieces.
What kind of trouble have you two been getting yourselves into?
Well, the trouble came to us this time, kinda.
Idiots.
In order to get this information you need, you want to go to Central as soon
I'm
as
scared
possible.
seeing dogs on this show right now.
Guess your growth's not completely stunted after all.
Shut up!
Lay aside, but give us some credit, Ed.
Really?
3 days.
Wow!
But you'll have to make do.
That's
with
efficient.
spare for now.
That's 3 all-nighters.
I'm sorry for
Aw.
all the trouble.
Well, you want to get to Central as soon as possible, right? My
Aww.
butt off for you.
I love
Better
it.
believe-
Holy shit! He just punched a log apart.
He said he was going off to visit his mother's grave.
Oh. Well, that's nice. And people recognize him.
Major, they have yet to send us so much as a single letter.
They're living
Now
stressful
well known for
lives.
their alchemy. But don't worry, they're all right. The Elric brothers are strong boys.
Strong.
Armstrong's a bro.
Yes. One day he up and left the village, abandoning his wife and sons. I don't even know whether
Interesting.
he's alive now.
I feel like he's got to be an important part of the show because we keep hearing about their father leaving,
Come to think of it, madam.
and they're covering him up.
Young Winry's parents.
That makes sense.
Gone, Major. They both died in the Civil War.
Oh,
There were never enough doctors for all the injured soldiers.
Winry's so cute.
You look like you could eat a lot, but don't worry, there's plenty. Adding one more guest won't be any inconvenience to us.
Oh man,
About the house they grew up in.
there are so many horrible people in the show and so many incredibly
It's gone
sweet
now.
people.
The brothers don't have any home to return to.
Huh.
They burned down their own house.
Wow.
There could be no turning back.
That makes sense, but wow, that's baller.
Yeah, you're right.
Burning down your own house.
I'm back.
He's heard his story now.
Bring your mother back to life and transmute your brother's disembodied soul. What?
Damn, Edward, you're pretty with your hair down. Edward is a pretty boy. Damn, she's working hard for you.
Still at it, busy as a bee.
Yeah, fuck off.
So, give him 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
know, I
impatient.
know. The library somewhere, I get so impatient.
Oh, the dog copying the movement. That was so cute.
Here you go.
Yes!
It's all ready.
Good job, Winry. Oh, you're adorable.
Ready? 1,
2.
Oh, does this hurt? Oh, damn, it must.
That's the worst part every time when the nerves have to connect like
Oh, yeah.
that. You
Oh,
have to kiss that pain goodbye.
that
biggest
is
source of
disturbing.
income. I'll be sad to see you go.
Do you want me to do this right or not?
Oh,
So lovely.
Well,
pretty cool.
Yeah.
The trade-off is that it's not quite as strong, so don't try anything crazy. Hey, listen up!
Fiction right here.
Yep.
Just with
You know
alchemy.
the trick to it, though.
Awesome, man.
Yo, you're good as new. You ready to try it out?
Yeah.
They're gonna spar? Yeah, they are. That's cute.
Boys. Uh-oh.
He can be a handful. Someone has to look after him.
How
Oh,
old are the two of you boys now?
And brother's 15.
you're only a year younger than him? That's crazy.
Someone as young and as small as he is.
That's small. Come on.
It's almost...
Henry. Thank you.
I'm strong. You're me right now. That's really sweet.
Thank you again for everything.
You should come back once in a while and have dinner with us.
Yeah.
Want us to come all this way into the mountains just for some dinner?
Alphonse, come back soon.
Oh, she's all sleepy. Him turning around there, I imagine it was implying that he was blushing. That's it. That's a great episode, but so short. Oh, after credit scene?
I just about
Sleepy
slept
Winry?
the entire day.
Don't let Lust be here. I don't think she would
Whenever Ed
be,
comes
but that'd be
over, it's like a
awful.
tornado hit this place.
Oh, you missing a screw in there?
Whoopsie.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Okay, shit. Is that actually going to be important, or is that a little gag? That could be either, you know? That could just be like a funny, like, you know, Winry made a mistake, and, like, it's just a funny idea that, like, the idea of, like, them traveling all this way and she messed something up and missed a screw. But there's also the possibility that we're actually gonna, like, run into an issue at some point where Edward's arm or leg is gonna fuck up, and it's because it'll be because he's missing a screw. Actually, I don't know. Were they working on different things? Was Winry working on the arm and the old lady working on the leg? Because if that's the case, then it'll be the arm that screws up. Because I think I only ever saw Winry working on the arm, so I think they split up the work like that. Anyway, that was a great episode. It was a very, like, it's a transitional episode, you know? Like, they could have done everything that happened in this episode, they could have done in 1 minute, but they, you know, put it out into an episode, which is fine because it, like, we're not rushing through this adventure. There's no reason to rush through this story. So I like that they took their time with it, especially because it meant that we got to see Winry again, and we get to see, like, what her personality is like now, and what her character design is like now, which I really like her character design now. But yeah, it was, like, cool seeing them again. It was cool hearing about the fact that they, like, burned their house down and shit, which is pretty insane. But it makes sense. I mean, they are very, very dedicated to this goal of theirs, to getting their bodies back. And if there's so many negative memories associated with the house, as well as the house represents, you know, a comfortable past that they can go back to almost, then it makes sense that they'd be like, well, let's just get rid of that so that we don't have any temptations hanging over our heads of, like, oh, maybe we should just go home and forget about this whole thing, you know? They make sure that they don't have that option, even though they could just go home, and I'm sure the Rock Bells would welcome them with open arms. But anyway, so that was fun to find out. I So we found out why the Philosopher's Stone from before, the phony Philosopher's Stone, still kind of worked, is because it was a Philosopher's Stone. It just wasn't a complete one. It was like one that didn't work properly. They didn't complete making the Philosopher's Stone, but it is, partially one. So that makes sense. That's how the priest dude could actually do things that shouldn't be possible with alchemy. And it confirms that it works and that the Philosopher's Stone exists and that it's potentially possible that they could create a full Philosopher's Stone somehow. And I'm glad that we got that answer, because that honestly, like that whole like why was that fake Philosopher's Stone still working had been gnawing at me. I really wanted to know that, so I'm glad that we finally found that out. And I feel like they impressed me this episode, because with Edward and Alphonse, but mostly Edward, I am constantly thinking about, well, this goal is incredibly important to him because it's about getting his body back and his brother's body back. And so there'd be nothing more important to him than that. So I was kind of conflating that with he would do almost anything to get it done, which is something that they could still dip into as a theme for this series, and they might in future episodes still keep dipping back into it. But they're also showing us already that, like, they won't necessarily do anything for it. I mean, we've seen that Edward doesn't want to kill people, and it seems like he's pretty stern on that little rule. And on top of that, we also saw in this episode that there was a man who said, hey, I'm not going to let you look at my research. And Edward could have like really kept pressing that issue, because it's like, it's a dude who is like hampering him from his goals. I don't know, he could have, as Armstrong said, taken it by force, or tried to sneak in later, or do something, underhanded and possibly dangerous to the man. And he said, look, we want this goal, but we don't want it so much that we're going to rid this town of its doctor that's really helped out a lot of people. And that's very sweet. That's such a nice moment, there's a part of me that's still scared that Dr. Marco is like, there's still something fucked up he's doing. I don't know, I can't get it out of my head. Just every time they meet a new person, especially a person who's seemingly doing like a lot of good, like the priest, the priest was doing a lot of good for people. He was helping out people and saving people and stuff, but he was, a villain. And then we saw, there's the guy who's doing a lot of great research for chimeras, and he's creating these awesome chimeras that, like, it's really impressive, but he's incredibly fucked up. So I get worried when we meet a doctor and you're going around town and everyone's going, wow, the doctor's amazing. He's just putting his hands together and curing people, and it's great, And so I thought we'd go there and he's like, yes, I'm curing bodies, but I'm also giving cancer to puppies at the same time, law of equivalent exchange. I take away your cancer, I give it to a local puppy. I don't know what he's doing, but I imagine he's just doing the right thing, and we're fine, and we're probably not going to see him again unless we have questions about the research, but I don't know. Although, actually, I feel like we might... Okay, because I forgot Lust showed up in this episode. So we might either see him again and he's being used by Lust to do some crazy shit, or we see him again and he's just a corpse because Lust has killed him, or we see him again but he is is it Envy? I think it was Envy disguised as him, and then he is doing fucked up shit, I don't know, because I still don't think, like, it's possible I'm just not paying enough attention to it, but I still don't think we found out what the hell Lust and Gluttony and Envy are doing. So I imagine all of the 7 sins are part of that group. Like, you wouldn't just have a a series of villains in a show like this and just go, let's have it be 3 of the sins. You know, like I feel like they're gonna have all of them. It's just, you know, that we're gonna find out about them as the series goes on. But or like they died. You know, some of them died a while ago. I don't know. But I I think the only possibility of like if I have missed, like they have been talking about exactly what their goals are and I missed it, I think the reason that would be me looking at the character. First of all, I guess ogling the character. I can't help it. But secondly, thinking to myself like, oh my god, it's Laura Bailey. Oh my god, it's Laura Bailey. Oh my god, it's Laura Bailey. I can't help it. Especially since it's like Laura Bailey doing the sort of voice that I know her for or expect from her. Because if you don't know who Laura Bailey is, she's a great voice actor, and she's in a lot of video games and stuff. I obviously am a huge fan of her from Critical Role. It's a D&D podcast, probably the most famous D&D podcast in the world. And she is one of the cast members on that, and I'm caught up on Critical Role, so I've watched hundreds upon hundreds of hours of Laura Bailey, and I really like her. But she also is in like stuff like Fruits Basket. If you've seen the show Fruits Basket, that's an amazing show, and she plays the main character in that. And in Fruits Basket, her voice is like a pretty cute voice, like she's doing a kind of cutesy voice, and so like at least there it's like I just feel like when I'm watching that, I'm like, this is Toru. This isn't Laura Bailey. This is Toru, you know? And so I don't even, so I can focus on what the hell she's saying. But when it's here and it's Lust, it's not like this is what Laura Bailey's voice is, but it's close enough. And it's a sort of like, I feel like it's a sort of voice she would just do naturally as a joke while talking and stuff. So yeah, I get distracted. Anyway, hopefully I'll be able to get that out of my head and pay attention to what her character's actually been saying. Because if I'm trying to think of anything Lust has said throughout this entire show, I can't think of a single thing except for telling Gluttony he can't eat certain people. That's all I can remember. Anyway, that's it. That's Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 6. I'm excited to get into the next one. I hope you are too. Please make sure to support the video if you can. I'm a very small channel, so every little bit helps me out a lot. And my Patreon account is in the description below. It has full-length early access exclusive videos. You can get the next like 4 or 5 episodes on there right now. Go check it out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.